Galaxy Note 20 leaks are getting kind of weird right now. There's some sample images from a new Sony smartphone, and next year's flagship processor for Android, the Snapdragon 875, has had some specs and information leaked today. There's definitely some strange goings on in the Samsung world with the Note 20 series. It looks like Samsung are maybe going to do something different with the Note 20 series. They're not just going to carry on from the S series and bring us 3 Note phones. So in the S20 series, every single phone from the S20 to the Plus to the Ultra all got 120Hz refresh rates, but you could only use Full HD resolution on those screens. And many of us hoped that this would actually be changed with a software update down the road, so we could use Samsung's amazing Quad HD resolution and the 120Hz refresh rate. This would obviously drain the battery, but most Android users prefer choice, and if you do want to drain your battery, at least the choice is there. But anyway, those updates never came, at least up until now, and more information over the last few days suggests that it's actually a hardware limitation on those phones, that you can't use the Quad HD resolution and the high refresh rate. So the update or that functionality may actually never come on those phones. Information from this supply chain analyst, who has leaked some information recently about Samsung, suggests that there will be at least one phone in the Note series that will be getting 120Hz plus Quad HD, and that will obviously be the high-end version. But he says there's only one phone in the Note series that has high refresh rates, and that means that a possible Note 20, the non-Plus variant, maybe not having high refresh rates at all. But a lot of conflicting information about displays and hardware and setups for the Note 20 series. So safe to say, take these rumors with a pinch of salt. It may just be that Samsung are going all out with their pursuit of foldables, and they really want the Galaxy Fold 2 to be the star product and the thing that is more expensive that people go for, rather than having a Note 20 Ultra. But we'll have to wait and see what Samsung bring us. The Sony Xperia 10 Mark II was released in Taiwan yesterday, and Sony gave us a bunch of sample images from the phone. This is apparently going to be a mid-range phone, coming at around about $400 or about £350 in the UK, 370 euros, which is actually a really good price for a phone with a triple camera system, ultra-wide main and telephoto. So you definitely get more options in this phone than you would for a Pixel 4a, which is upcoming, and the iPhone SE, which both give you one image sensor. Sony shared some images from all of the different cameras and also showed us some night mode images as opposed to the non-night mode in a low light situation. There is always hope for Sony smartphones, considering their camera prowess, that they're going to be able to make an amazing camera phone, but it's definitely got some big competition up against the Pixel and the iPhone with all their computing power. Definitely, it's not just about hardware. The software from Apple and Google is just so good, and it just brings those camera phones up to a different level. So according to the information today, the Snapdragon 875 will be a 5nm chipset. That's opposed to the Snapdragon 865 that we're using in flagship phones this year, which is a 7nm chipset. So 5nm will mean better power efficiency, higher top-end power, just a better chipset overall. The CPU found in the chipset will be based on some ARM-designed cores and will be called the Cairo 685. The GPU will be called the Adreno 660. The ISP will be called the Spectra 580. That's the thing that gives us those amazing images and the HDR images that we can get these days. This will also come paired with Snapdragon's X60 5G modem, so you should be getting some better 5G speeds and better connectivity overall. These are just names for parts of the chipset, so no real big surprises. There aren't any benchmark results out for the chipset yet, it's way too early. The chipset does have competition though. Apple's new chipset, the A14, and Huawei's new chipset, which will probably called the Kirin 1020 maybe. They're both manufactured on 5nm nodes as well, so some big competition in the space. The Google Pixel 4a, which should be launching on around about May 22nd, has actually had a screenshot shared by one of the top Google executives, and it does confirm the leaks that we've seen about the device of having a hole punch cutout in the top left-hand corner. You can see his screenshot, and all of the notifications and even the time are pushed towards the center. There's a big gap in the top left-hand corner, and that is because there is a hole punch cutout in the top left-hand corner. At least That's what we know from CAD render leaks and some hands-on leaks. So this just confirms that basically the CAD renders and the hands-on leaks that we've got are pretty much real, and that's what is going to be coming in the Pixel 4a. Okay, that's it for your tech news today. Subscribe to the other channel for lots more content as well, and I'll see you in the next one.